My mother was the daughter of a coal miner. She worked in factories until she was physically unable to. She wanted better for me. She wanted me to be educated and to find a career that would make me happy, not just a job that would wear me out while barely paying the bills. I was close to doing that. I was a proud, thriving student at Cleveland State University, on my way to finishing my undergrad and going on to grad school. I made a promise to my mom that I would get my education and that I would hold it at the utmost importance. And I was so close to keeping that promise. In 2009, I was 2 semesters of a foreign language and a math class away from my bachelor's degree in history. Then on January 8th, 2009, my mother passed away. My world began falling apart. I should have taken a leave of absence, but school had always been my happy place, my safe place. It helped me get through the hardest parts of taking care of an aging parent in ill health. I thought it would help me get through my grief. The thing was that it wasn't helping me get through it because I was using school as a place to hide from it, and you can't hide from your grief. I wasn't really present. I wasn't really thinking straight. School began to fall to the wayside as my world continued to implode. Shortly after my mother's passing, my cousin was diagnosed with cancer. She became my focus. I helped in any way I could, going to every doctor's appointment, every radiation treatment, every chemotherapy treatment. I just lost my mom. I couldn't lose her too. She was more of a big sister than just my cousin. I'd grown up with her. So school was forgotten. My cousin lost her battle with cancer, and I crumbled. I barely left the house. I isolated myself because that was easier than being with and around people I could lose. I didn't want to feel that pain again. It took a while. It took hearing that my youngest cousin was going to have her first child and realizing that I needed to get my life back on track, that I had a life, that I needed to live it. I had to stop hiding in the numbness alone in my apartment, stop being afraid of losing people. I took steps, starting with going to counseling, and then going back to church, and then finding my part-time job. I was getting things back on track. It's not the same path I had been on. It's not the same path I had once laid out in front of me. I'm not the same person I was in 2009. But finishing school, getting my BA in history, that's still on my path. Thing is, I messed up. I messed up good. I just stopped going. I didn't withdraw. The school sent my financial aid back, and now I owe them the cost of that semester. I'm working a part-time job, as I said, and I'm paying CSU back $50 a month. At $50 a month, it's going to take years for me to pay off the nearly $5,000 I owe them. And that's what I'll do if I have to. Even if it means I'm 50 years old before I go back, I'm going to do it. But here I am on GoFundMe asking for help, which isn't easy for me. I'm not normally one to ask for this kind of help. But going back to school, finishing what I started, keeping the promise I made to my mother, is worth giving up this small part of my stubborn pride. I know there are people who understand the importance of this, not just finishing my education, but keeping that promise, and finally closing that chapter of my grief. So thanks for listening. And if you can help, that's greatly appreciated. And if you can't, I understand. You can help by just sharing this video. Thanks, guys.